the city will be forced down a second, more harmful path.
Uh-oh.
Is that a threat?
Faced with no other choice, the city would have to exercise the only revenue lever fully within our own control. We would have to raise property taxes.
This is a plan to hurt you, to make it unpleasant. If you think that Mamdani doesn't know your rent costs will go up, that the business costs will go up, you're a fool. Let's go to Mamdani.
Got him fired up.
Yeah. Let's go to Mamdani, Mr. Eats with his hands. So, and by the way, with Mamdani, holy did this happen fast.
Oh, yeah.
We thought, give it a few months.
Give it a few months.
Let's give him a year.
Here's a honeymoon phase where you spend money that you don't have. And
Apparently
then
they don't have any money that they don't have to spend.
Yeah. And instead, with Mamdani, it happened like right away. Like immediately. He was like, oh my God, we don't have the money. So let me set this up for you. Since about 2018, tens of thousands of wealthy New Yorkers fled to other states because of the very thinly veiled socialism light back then, which will bring us to the heavy-handed socialism now.
Escape from New York, the tax base has been fleeing the Empire State. And that was before a socialist was the front runner to be mayor of its biggest city. The top 1% pays more than 40% of all income taxes in New York. That means social services, benefits, healthcare, education. Well, those people are packing their bags and they're moving south. The numbers just don't lie. Over 125,000 New Yorkers moved to Florida alone, and with them went a combined $14 billion in income.
So you're going to see the same playbook you always see from the left. Check the references. We make them available. By the way, we broadcast at 11 a.m. Eastern. Tune in live. We still do it live. They're going to try and sell you. This is the billionaires versus the people. Oh, the billionaires left? Yeah, because the problem is reality. The reality is socialism, progressivism, leftism, fleecing the American people, the New York people, in order to buy votes. Now, we prepared this segment, but the truth is, I don't need to do it. I can give you the answer right on the outset, but then we wouldn't have a show to do. So the current New York City budget is $127 billion.
Jeez.
Okay, that's doubled in the last 15 years. The current gap, that deficit, is $5.4 billion. Okay? The low-end annual estimated costs of illegals to New York City, at least $5 billion. That was from Mayor Adams. That's straight from Mayor Adams.
Like
You'll find
twice.
people who have it several multiples that.
Yeah.
Found your deficit.
Problem solved.
Done. Done. Done.
You're welcome.
Done. But instead, I have to go on and act like there's something else that needs to be done here because they just want to other people. Well, yeah, if it's valid, if the numbers line up perfectly. But let's go to other proposed solutions and how this, of course, will harm the American worker, the American taxpayer, as it always does. In January, Governor Hochul rejected Mamdani's tax increase request to balance the budget while, of course, providing services to illegal aliens who have no business being here.
So Mayor Mamdani has said that he doesn't think that wealthy people and corporations would actually leave if their taxes go up. Do you disagree with that?
It's not a gamble I want to take because we're already down about $13 billion in revenues from people who did leave our state. And when asked, many of them do complain about the taxes in New York.
Oh, so you're a Republican now? You're a conservative now? Oh, no, that's right. You just want to walk up to that line and go, how much can we take from people and not piss them? That's really their balance. How much can we take from people and not piss them off to the point of leaving? California? We were a little heavy-handed. New York City? A little bit too much. But they always want to, they'll present to you as though they are moderate. What that really means is how much can we rape people's wallets? Mamdani's, he's like a serial rapist. I'm just like a rape hobbyist on the finances. So what do? Mamdani's like, I just want to tax rich people more. It's like, there's pretty much none left. All right, then what I'll have to do is raise real estate taxes and hope that people who are paying rent don't realize that will increase their costs too. I eat with my hands.
I know that for those who have watched budget after budget, it is tempting to assume that we are engaging in the same dance as our predecessors. Let me assure you, nothing about this is typical. That's why our solutions
it is
won't
for
be
socialism.
either. There are two paths to bridge this gap. The
expected.
first is the most sustainable and the fairest path. This is the path of ending the drain on our city and raising taxes on the richest New Yorkers and the most profitable corporations. And if we do not go down the first path, the city will be forced down a second, more harmful path.
Uh-oh.
Is that a threat?
Faced with no other choice, the city would have to exercise the only revenue lever fully within our own control. We would have to raise property taxes.
Okay, so there is one. Just go with me here for just a second, okay? Because you're not going to like it. The third option: cut spending. I know. By the way, that's it. That's it. I don't actually have to. And by the way, I can start saving you money. Start by cutting your signer because it's 2026 and we have captions. And here's the thing. By the way, once they change those rules, I guess they change in April.
Yeah.
The people who still have signers, that's who you know.
Like the virtue.
Yeah, that's how you identify
Yeah.
the virtue signalers. Like, because there'll still be some people who are deaf and they're like, I don't want to read caption. I want this. Shut up. Read the captions. Read the captions. All right?
kind of
It's
funny
fine.
though, so.
In person, I get it. I can't write captions in the sky unless I have a sparkler and do it really fucking fast. But on television, read it, like you do everything else. So, like I've told you, socialists like Mamdani, they're going to frame this as billionaires versus the people. And I have no other option. Sure you do. Number one, just get rid of illegal aliens, right? Just there you go. And I'm sure you could find a couple billion somewhere else. Come on, let's be honest. It's New York City. There's a bunch of crime there. We know. Here's the thing. Property taxes, you have some people online going like, well, many New Yorkers don't own any, so actually they're not going to be the ones paying it. You do understand that rents will go up, right? Like you do. They're hoping you don't. They're really hoping you don't. Just like Colbert is really hoping you don't understand that he lied about the FCC rules. Mamdani's really hoping you don't understand basic economics, that property taxes go up. If real estate taxes go up, that will be passed on to you. And the left understands this because remember they tried to tell you that would take place with tariffs. Here's the difference and why it didn't. Tariffs exist in a fluid business environment as it relates to supply chains, as it relates to raw goods, meaning you aren't fixed with, let's say, getting your steel from China. You could get it from Eastern Europe. You have other options. You don't if you are a home provider and you already own said property and have to pay the continual tax. That's why. So they know that costs can be passed on to consumers. They just hope you don't think about that here. The Philadelphia Reserve, by the way, they did a study and it found for every $1 in property tax increases that you see, landlords pass anywhere from 50 cents to 89 cents per dollar to tenants. So 50 to 89%.
Jeez.
That's also, by the way, going to raise the cost of doing business because you have commercial tenants. Right? They often have to pay the landlord's property taxes.
Do.
That gets passed on to consumers. It's going to lower home values, which, by the way, is one of the biggest sources of wealth for many Americans. And in New York, a lot of people have far more of their wealth tied up in their homes than most places because it's a cesspool where home prices are sky high and people can't afford them. It's going to make ownership harder. As a result, you have to have typically upfront a year of like property taxes ready when you're getting a loan. And if New Yorkers refuse to pay the new property taxes, Mamdani is going to send in his new very expensive SWAT team to evict them and acquire the property for the city. Oh, well, hey, I think I can take her.
Come on. Is that how that works, though? If if there's rent controlled, there's a few buildings and they're rent controlled based on city policy or state policy or whatever, and then they raise the property taxes on that. It's a privately owned building. They have to pay higher property taxes. Now they can't cover.
Well, that's the problem
taxes.
with rent control. So they can't. So what do you think happens? You live in a dump.
Yes.
You live in a dump or that building gets sold to the city.
Right.
And now at a very low price,
You really
the
live in a
city's
dump.
not paying property tax on it anymore, but now they own a building. And is this how they start acquiring property? And this is how they start acquiring, low income / free housing?
Yeah, that's why property taxes are something that conservatives very much oppose, and it's a problem in Texas because you never really get to own your own home outright.
Yeah.
And it's being used as a tool in New York. It's really this simple. There's a solution. You could cut spending. There's a solution. You could do something about illegal immigration. Doesn't want to do that. They've already tried the solution of taxing wealthier people, which even if you hate them and you think it's class warfare, okay, fine. It doesn't work. They leave. They're gone. That doesn't work anymore. So the only solution they are left with is to knowingly, proactively hurt you. It's to hurt you. Hopefully make it uncomfortable enough that you turn your anger toward someone else. Hopefully billionaires. They can blame somebody else. They'll probably blame the governor. This is a plan to hurt you, to make it unpleasant. If you think that Mamdani doesn't know your rent costs will go up, that the business costs will go up, you're a fool. You're a fool. Even if he doesn't know it, he has advisors who know it. This is what is going on. It's not billionaires versus the people. When you say elites, it's not just someone who's rich. It's someone who is wealthy and powerful and didn't earn it. There's a very, very distinct group of people, and that certainly includes politicians. Those are the elites who are buying votes. That's why they want amnesty. They want to buy a new voting block in New York. They want to buy a voting block, by the way, of really, really poor people. Like I said, maybe in rent-controlled buildings, maybe people in Section 8 housing. People, the very small group of people who won't be affected by this, by the way, the one thing they all have in common is they pay nothing or close to nothing in taxes, so they're happy about it. It's to hurt you, the American worker. If you pay taxes, if you work for a living in New York, you have been deemed a worthy tool to buy votes from people who don't. It is that simple. So don't let them misdirect you. Oh, you're still here, which is a miracle in the age of Instagram and shorts. I think you have some shorts up there. You have an attention span that is longer than that of a fruit net. So thank you. I'm glad you probably would like it a lot more if you actually head over and subscribe on Rumble. I'm live there 5 days a week, 11 a.m. Eastern, where free speech is still alive. Go to Rumble. Get off the social media ghetto that is YouTube, with a lot of homosexual activity here on YouTube. There may be some on Rumble, but I haven't seen it.